from Seattle. I actually joined the UCA 10 years ago. I'm one of the founding board members. Then a few years ago, that's 2021, the end of 2021, we had this idea to set up a community fund, which we can support, providing funding support to our community.
Can hear you.
Can you hear me? This is better. Okay. At the end of 2021, we actually had the idea to start a community fund of UCA to support our provide funding support to our community organizations. And the first kind of donation we got was from a Chinese New Year celebration, online Chinese New Year celebration during COVID, which Chinese CEO organization in Southern California gave us a lot of donations. It's about kind of $10,000, and then I shared the idea with Happy and got great support from Happy. So in the middle of 2022, we actually started a test run, pilot run for this community fund, and it went pretty well. For the first year, we raised $150,000, and okay, now it works better now. Yeah, so we gave away like $50,000. Received a lot of the pretty good feedback from the local community organizations, mostly UCA chapters. And the second year, we actually officially launched the fund, and also we converted it into a foundation. So now it's called UCA Community Foundation. And so I'm the first board last 2 years, so now it's the second board. I'm the chairman of the first board and then the chairman of the second board. And so I would like to continue serve this organization. It is really something I wanted to do for the rest of my life.
葛倩，然后我是 UCCF 的副主席。其实我们给大家个 title 都是为了好好干活。那我也是 UCCF 的这个评审委员会的主席，所以大家在申请或者是思考或者是填写这个我们的申请的时候，如果您有什么问题的话，非常欢迎我们一起探讨啊！谢谢大家。
Finance at UCCF. Meanwhile, I'm also a founder and CEO of Q Research. It's the AI company for clinical trials. And also, I'm a mom of Constance, 2 years and a half. So when I first want to contribute to UCCF, because I just delivered a kid, and as the first generation of Chinese here, I feel like the leadership really need to get improved. And I didn't got a lot of leadership training where I was now. Yes. So now, because I have a kid, I really want the next generation probably can make some difference. So that's why I really want to volunteer my time and my energy for this opportunity. So anyone who has any financial related questions, feel free to reach out to me. I'm here. here to support. Thank you so much.
Evening. My name is Charles Suli. I'm from Arizona. I'm very fortunate to be involved with UCACF. Actually, the concept of UCACF was not the original because I have the same idea in 2020, before the COVID. So I started a similar foundation in Arizona, but serving only our local community. But then the COVID came and everything just stopped. And then I heard about the UCCF, and it's just what I would like to do, and I just have no hesitation. I joined Sharon and Jean and joined the foundation. So what I learned from the foundation actually is more than I expected. I just like UCA's motto, inspired. I was really inspired by UCACF, everybody there, from Jane and Sharon and everybody on the board. They are so dedicated, so much passion. It's just come from your heart. Just like Guozhan always said, 干活了, 干活了. So every 2 weeks we have to 干活. Every 2 weeks. Well, I'm also in the review committee. So I know that. I've been doing that for 4 years now. Every 2 weeks, 干活, 干活. So we like your work. So we get your work. We like to 干活.
你是说是干活？
干活。
我是帮忙来的，然后我很高兴的 join 这个 group， 而且这是为大家做善事。我是评审委员会的成员，我们评审委员很宽松，希望大家有一个好的 ID， 然后想要有启动基金的可以找我们申请。如果大家有钱的出钱，可以给我们捐款，我们为华人，为我们美国华人各个地方的都可以申请。我们申请的很简单，希望大家多把我们的这个消息传播给出去，谢谢大家。
是 Shirley， 一个小小，我是 UC 的 board member from 2016。我和我们的 chairman 一起 sit the second board to support community fund。其实我们很自豪，就是 community fund how they role play or the impact on community because as I keep saying, whenever they visit the local, the first thing people ask, oh, why you guys contribute to the community so much because the community fund. So that's one of the reasons I'm proud of community fund. And they work really hard, passionately. Every 2 weeks, I heard the chair call meeting. I said, why you have so many meetings? But please keep supporting UCA and UCA community fund. Thank you so much.
我是 from Salt Lake City, Utah。我呢就是在那个 UCCF 已经几年了，我真的感觉到咱们的 UCCF make a huge difference。所以我们今天的目的呢，一个就是说，学生我们也希望大家把这个话传出去，我们需要大家申请我们这个方案，希望我们大家一起 make a difference。行，我就讲这么多了。
李奇飞，我是波士顿来的，然后常年给葛谦打下手，天天被他喊着干活。当然，最重要的时候，我也被UCCF 的常青和 Sharon 非常的感动，然后所以我干了一些小小的活，不是很多，希望以后我能够让
干的越多更多。
对，
好，加油！
我在西雅图。
那个电话上，对，大声一点。
去年被 Sharon 拉进来干活，活是挺多的，每2个星期就要做，但是 it's a pleasure and a privilege， 希望大家一起为社区做好事，谢谢。
And the UCACF board member and review committee member. I'm based in New York. So I'm in venture capital and also involved in other community and nonprofit initiatives. So I saw there's a big gap because a lot of the community groups, it's very hard for them to apply for funding. So I think UCACF will make it the process a lot easier for organizations to get funding. So I think it's very, very important. So that's why I'm very proud and honored to be part of the initiative, and I hope UCACF will get bigger and better. And thank you everybody for your support.
Going to be wearing multiple hats. I'll say the ones, So I'm on the UCA board and the board chair, and we know how UCACF is working hand in hand with the UCA mission. So the UCA will want to become a national federation coalition of Chinese community organizations throughout the nation, and the UCACF is providing the blood energy to all these organizations. So I'm very, very grateful on behalf of the entire board and to the community foundation, to the board. Okay, and then I'm also, this often talked about it, I'm, community organizers, I work with many community organizations. And almost each and every one of these community organizations I've been associated with at the town level, regional level, and has received the UCACF support. So for that, I'm also eternally grateful. Thank you. But then I'm also on the Seattle board, so for that, I make it very brave. I work for Jean and Sherry. Thank you.
I'm the smallest one, so I speak the last. 我都跟他们打
Also
招呼。
Gary, our super volunteer.
Yes. So you want to go first or what?
Why don't you go first? I would like to introduce someone for you.
我打杂的，所以我得给你。
我还得介绍自己啊，不用了。OK， 我刚才已经介绍了，是吧 OK， 对，我是这个UCA 的 National Board Member， 然后呢也是这个UCACF 的。我觉得身份其实最重要的就是我是一个热心的义工。我觉得这是他给我的这个感受，让我能够对于加入 UCA 和 CF， 我觉得是能够贡献我的个人的力量，然后来服务社区，这是给我自己的一个非常重要的成长也能够通过这个组织能够帮助到大家，我觉得非常的荣幸能够服务大家，也欢迎大家多多支持我们，谢谢。来两句。
现在虽然不做了，但是还是我们的这个major donor。我们很高兴，很荣幸就是他的太太 Jennifer 今天来了。他的名字叫埃德文利，中文名叫李世海。他是我们南加州的一位著名的侨领。他也是我们的这个一个商业的领袖非常成功的一位企业家。他呢在南加州做了非常多的这个公益的事业，非常的这个投入公益的事业。做过美容工商协会的会长然后呢做美容工商协会的荣誉主席。今天呢正好他太太在这儿，所以我想请 Jennifer 能够代表来的我来说两句话。
我知道我先生去世了，但是他跟常常跟 Level 非常的热爱这个 UCA 和 UCA，所以这对他是非常 dear to his heart。我愿意继续支持 UCA， 支持 UCCF。我今天过来看到大家做的事情，我非常的感动。我觉得这是非常符合他的希望，所以我要永远的成为这个支持者。
Award 这个呢就是明天他这个 winner 是谁呢？明天就会揭晓。下面我把这个话筒给我的太太，也是我的这个 super volunteer， 已经给了我最大的这个支持的Sharon。
Well, first, on behalf of the whole UCACF team, extend our warm welcome to everyone that will come so far to join us here for the UCA Impact reception. I'm Sharon Chang, the Executive Committee Chair, and I have been talking and working with most of you in the last 4 years, and it's truly a pleasure today to meet you in person today. It's good. It's a wonderful, it's a great thing. This reception, we hold this reception, is to celebrate what we have accomplished together in the last 4 years, and for us to get to know each other more, and also to look into the future to see how we can improve, and how we can work together better so to build a stronger Chinese community. So to get to know us better, I would like to share with you how our application review process. Since you have been receiving grants from us, you probably already know our missions and you know how to apply. So I will skip those and let you know how we review your applications. So as you see, you heard from earlier, our board members and also they are also our review committee members. We meet every 2 weeks to discuss and review the applications we have received in the last 2 weeks. And after the review and discussion, each member will vote online individually to vote online or to approve or not approve the application. And they also will decide on the amount of the grant. And then before the next community review meeting, we will, Lily from the executive team, she will compile the results and take the average of the grant amount that each member gave, and that's the final grant amount. We have 16, so far we have 16 review committee members. And we need 80% of the members to vote in order for that to be valid, in order for the vote to be valid. So that means we need 12 members to send in their vote every 2 weeks. And every application needs 80% of the vote to be approved. And if the application receives more than 50% of this approval vote, it will be declined. And if any applications receive votes between disapproval votes between 50% to 80%, they will get a second chance review. We'll review it again in the following meeting. And we try to discuss it more to try to how to improve. Or we may email and communicate with the organization to provide us more information. And another thing I would like to share with you is our follow-up committee. This follow-up committee is chaired by Scott Su, a wonderful young volunteer who is a data analyst, his regular job. And he lives like Wu here, who is now also in the follow-up team. They have been probably communicating with you to receive reports from you. We give grant without any condition. That one condition we have is we need to receive a project completion report from you. But this submission rate has been quite low, despite we have been following up diligently. We ask you, once your project is completed, we ask you to submit a report with expenses receipts, and we would like you also to share the details of the event that which helps us to review for your next application. And we also would like to share with us your pictures and videos of your event, so we can, when we have our fundraise, we can present that to the donors to show them what we have accomplished, what you have accomplished. So that is very important that you submit your report to us. So now, next, I would like to share with you what we have accomplished in the last 4 years. UCCF was established in 2022, and in the last 4 years, we have received 344 applications, and we approved 221. The approval rate is 64%, and we have given out total 436,000 grants. And to break it down, in 2022, we received 34 applications, and 10 was approved. The approval rate was 29%. In 2023, we have received 62 applications, and 22 was approved, and the approval rate is 35. 2024, we received 83 applications and approved 25, and the approval rate is 35. In year 2025, we received 90 applications and we approved 70. The approval rate was 78. And in 2026, only 6 months, we received 96 applications and 81 was approved. The approval rate is 84%. As you can see that the application has increased 3 times in the last 4 years, and the approval rate has increased by 6 times. And to break it down, to help you to understand more, is I will present you the approval rate by mission. As you apply, you know that as long as your application meets one of our 6 missions, we will get the first step approval. But we have more, other requirements. Among the 6 missions, fostering U.S. and China understanding, for this mission, the approval rate in the last 4 years is 5.6%. It's not the approval rate, it's what have been approved. 5.6 have been approved. And 6.9% was approved is for the promoting civil and political participation. And 15.3% of projects have been approved in the last 4 years is developing the youth leadership. And 16.7% was approved in the educating the public in Chinese American history, civil rights and civil duties, and mental health. And we also newly added a new mission is the empowering the Chinese communities. That was 22%. The biggest winner is preserving and sharing the Chinese heritage, which is 33%. We have, so far we have received applications from 34 states out of the 50 states. Massachusetts state received is 22.4%, so it has the highest approval, not the highest, like perhaps most applications. We received the most applications, 22.4% from Massachusetts. The next one is California, 14.7%. And Washington, D.C. is 10%. New York, 5.8%. North Carolina, 5.6%. Arizona, 2.4%. Texas, 3.9%. Connecticut, 3.88%. Pennsylvania, 3.4%. Washington State, 3.64%. This is the top 10 states. We have so far only received applications from 34 states. So you can tell that we still have lots of work to do to expand to all 50 states. Now, looking into the future, we hope that we wanted to improve so we can work better for you and for the community. So we wanted to hire a tech person to help us to streamline our process, to speed up the review and approval. And we also generated, in the last 4 years, we have generated data, and Scott has been analyzing them, and he's working with another volunteer in Boston to try to using AI to automate our voting. So for example, like the preserving the culture and the heritage, that has a huge percentage of 33%. Those is like very likely to receive approval, and we wanted to automate that approval to shorten the times. And we also would like, right now we have 16 judges from only a few states, and we also wanted to increase the representative from each state in our review committee. So we hope to able to bring in one representative from each state or from each major city to join the review committee, so we can expand our committee and we have more representatives from different states, from different backgrounds, that will help to improve our review. So this is our plan, and today the focus is to increase, to help us to get to know each other more. And so now I finished our part into introducing to let you know more about UCCF. So the following is for you to introduce your organization and what you do, and help us to know you better, and also help you guys to know each other and build your network. Thank you.
6 missions. Anybody who know our community foundation's 6 missions? Okay. Basically, it's 6 missions. It's aligned with UCA. Okay. The first mission, civil rights. Second mission, civic engagement. Third mission, second generation leadership development. And the fourth mission, cultural heritage. Fifth mission is empower our community. And the last mission is better understanding between people of US and China. So that's the 6 mission areas. And if your application fits these 6 missions, you will have the priority to be considered and have very good chance to get a grant. Of course, we have some other requirements, because UCACF is positioned as an angel investor in the community charity projects.
So if you want.
If you want to start a charitable project in the community, and UCA Community Foundation is the one to come to. And we don't give a lot of the funding, but we want to give you a start funding. We call it a micro grant from $500 to $5,000. Okay, so we try to cover up to 30% of your study funding budget, and that's one of the criteria. The other criteria is the influence. We hope your project will have an influence in the community, in the ministry. So lasting influence. And that will be another important criteria that our review committee is looking at. Okay. So where UCACF is going, I want to continue increase the number of applications we receive every year, and continue to increase the grant that we give out every year, and hopefully we can double, triple the number of grants that we give every year. And right now, we are close to 100 projects, grants, and hopefully in the future, I hope every state, 50 states of the United States, right? Every state, the Chinese community will be able to get the grants from us. And I hope 5 years later, UCA Community Foundation can be developed into an endowment. So we'll have permanent funding for our community. So that's my goal, and hopefully when we reach to that, making UCA Community Foundation an endowment foundation, and that's the time I can retire. But I'll continue to be the volunteer for the Community Foundation.
Foundation is a non-profit 501c3. Our goal is to promote civic engagement among the Asian community. We do lots of youth programs to nurture our next generation. I want to thank UCACF supporting us. I think 2 years ago we had a youth leadership program, and UCACF supported us by providing funds. I came here to say thank you in person. Okay, we are so grateful for what you do to for everything you contribute to our community. You said your goal is to reach all 50 states, and you also want to get representative from each state, right? I'm volunteering okay, from North Carolina. Okay, so I'm not going to take too much time, but I want to show my appreciation for UCACF for all the great job you do to help our community. Thank you.
We're about 6 years ago, and by now we have around 100-ish members. So what we do is we just showcase our Chinese calligraphy, Chinese paintings, and just Chinese culture in general to communities in Utah, both Chinese communities and also the other communities that may exist. And I cannot express how honored and grateful I am for the support that UCACF gave us, and for the grant, and for everything, and for supporting our first time coming here to the UCA convention. And as well, I'm so grateful for Mr. Dong right there for supporting our organization all these years. And yeah,